I know that you're seated already, so really since you're at your desk, we can go ahead and you can close your eyes or you can choose a point to focus on. And if you can, just remove yourself for a brief moment from any distractions, any thoughts that might be going through your head that have to do with what you have to do, what you've been doing. Has it been enough? Do you need to do more? Just really want you to be in the now, in your body, in your heart, and in your mind. And I want you to breathe and focus on your breath. I don't want you to change anything about it. I just want you to be aware of it. So is it shallow? Is it hurried? Is it deep? Is it strong? Don't force anything, just listen to your body. You've been doing a lot. You're doing more than enough. And I want you to breathe that in. And as you recognize that you are exactly where you need to be, I want you to notice if there's a calming that takes over you. Now we're going to actually focus on deepening our breath. And just listen to it, feel it, acknowledge it. Doesn't have to be for any specific count. Listen to what you need right now. What is your body asking you for? Now I want you to inhale and hold it at the top for a brief moment. Not anything crazy, just a pause. And then exhale. Breathing in positivity. Hold that in and let it go. And breathing in gratitude. And letting it go. Once again, positivity. Pause. And exhale. And once more, gratitude. Pause. And exhale. Now we're going to do a body scan with our breath. I want you to notice tension anywhere you have it as you're inhaling. And as you exhale, I want you to intentionally let go of that tension. So when you inhale, we're going to focus on certain points. And then as you deeply exhale, I want you to calm and drop. Okay, so for example, if you have it in your shoulders, when we get there, as you exhale, notice and intentionally drop your shoulders. So we're going to start with the crown of our head. And again, you can close your eyes or you can softly gaze on a point, perhaps your desk. And I want you to inhale, thinking about the crown of your head. And exhale any tension you might have in your forehead, the top of your head, or your ears. Now moving to your jaw, inhale. And exhale. Do that a couple more times, and when you exhale, you'll feel your jaw droppen and allow your breath to come out with your mouth open, actually really letting go of that tension that you might have in your jaw. Now, as we move down, we're going to focus on our neck and our shoulders. Oftentimes, this is where we carry the weight of our tasks, the weight of the world, the weight of our to-do list, the weight of others. So inhale all the way up to your crown. And exhale, dropping your shoulders. And stay here for a couple of breaths. Now we're going to move on to our ribs, our chest, and our stomach. And I want you to breathe all the way in through the top of your crown again. Everything that we've just gone over, breathe all of that energy and life and positivity in. And exhale all the way down. And with each exhale, just notice everything letting go. One more time. Head softens, jaw softens, shoulders soften, stomach, chest. And now in our seated position, I want you to focus on your sit bones. I want you to unclench when we exhale. We tend to hold ourselves up and sturdy, which is great for us sometimes, but we often hold on to that tension and don't let it go. So inhale all the way up through the crown of your head and exhale all the way down to your sit bones. And two more. And for this last breath, I want you to acknowledge I am breathing in, and exhale, I am breathing out. Now we're going to move into two poses for today. You can do them if you're sitting at a desk, a table. You can do them if you're sitting on the floor. If you don't have a pillow or block, you can use your hands. So the first one we are going to do is I want you, if you're on the ground, to place your feet out in front of you. If you're sitting in a chair, I want you to stay exactly as you are. And if you can, plant your feet to the ground, nice and even. And I want you to grab your pillow or your bolster and place it in your lap. And what we're going to do is a forward fold. This is going to release the tension that you might be holding in your neck, your shoulders. If you've been sitting at a desk all day and working with your hands up at the desk, you tend to have that stress and tension that you don't even realize. If you're even having a great day, you're still really carrying that in your shoulders. Okay, so if you're sitting at your desk, what I want you to do instead of having the pillow is I want you to place your elbows on your desk with your feet flat on the floor. And I want you to place your forehead in your hands. So I really want you to support your entire forehead as if you were placing your head down in worry or dismay. Even if you're feeling joy, if you're feeling anxiety, this is just really good for letting go of that tension. If you do have your bolster, if you're sitting on the floor, I want you to use your bolster as support. If you need an extra level of support, you can use a block at whichever level you need. So we are going to fold into whichever position it is that you are taking today. And we are actually going to sit in this for about a minute in silence. So what I'm going to guide you to do before we get into this position is I really want you to focus on your breath. I want you to focus on gratitude of yourself for everything you do. I don't want you to think of the past. I don't want you to think of the future. I want you to be in the now and think of the now. Okay, just let it all go, whatever it is that you may be carrying. All right, so one big inhale. I want you to bring your hands up overhead, and I want you to exhale into whichever position that it is you will be taking, and let gravity pull your head down, and just breathe. And 2 more deep breaths. And inhale, gently come up to seated position. Go ahead and move your support if you're using it. And I want you to just take a moment here, sit nice and tall. I'm going to take 3 big breaths. And last one. Now for our final pose, we're going to do the seated twist, spinal twist. If you're sitting in your chair, you can actually cross your legs and use your hand. So if my legs were down on the floor, my hand would come to the outside of my knee that I'm twisting opposite of. Okay, if you're seated on the floor, go ahead and take your left heel outside your right hip, and then take your left or your right heel. It may be outside your left knee, or it may be in the middle of your thigh, or you may be to the point where you can go to the opposite hip. Wherever it is that you are, meet yourself there. You are amazing and you're right where you need to be. Go ahead and place your hand or your elbow on the opposite knee and twist gently, looking over your shoulder. And in this position, it sometimes feels like we're confining our breath, but we're actually helping our back ribs release and open up. So the rest of the day, we can accept and welcome that deep breath. And 3 more deep breaths here. And inhale, gently release your arm and your twist. Gently release your legs and shake them out. We're gonna go ahead and switch sides. So opposite side, right heel comes to your left hip, or you're crossing your other leg at your chair. Left heel comes to your other hip. You can either take your hand or your arm and twist the opposite way, placing your back hand behind you, looking over your opposite shoulder. Don't fight your breath. Allow your body to tell you what it needs. Three more deep breaths. And inhale, gently releasing your arm and your twist. And bring your legs back to normal seated. Wow, I already feel longer. You guys are amazing for showing up for yourselves. I'm so thankful to have you guys here in my space with me. And I hope that this brings you some relaxation and peace and calming for the rest of your day, because you deserve it. And reach out to me if you guys have any questions. I'm here, I'm an open book, and I'm just really happy that you guys made it.